I'm going to show you the most common pattern in the world amongst humans. But instead of just telling you, I want to show you a graph. And this graph is going to show you that common pattern and the reason why we do anything in life. Why we believe what we believe, why we do what we do, the stories we tell ourselves. So the 6 human needs are specific emotional states that we must and do experience. And the first 4 we experience 24/7. Any action we take, any belief we have, any story we tell ourselves, it's because we've associated it to meet one or more of these needs. So we'll go through them together. The first one is the need for certainty, to feel secure, to feel like you know what tomorrow is going to bring. You have food on the table, you have enough money in the bank, there's no war going on, like you're good. There's a certain amount of certainty, a certain amount of security. Okay. The next need is the opposite need. We have the need for variety. We need something that's different, that's new, that's novel, that's exciting. It could be like a new restaurant or a new book or a conversation when there's new aspects in it. Something has to be different and new. That's variety. The next need is the need for significance, to feel special, to feel needed, to feel wanted, to feel like our life has meaning, to feel like we have meaning. And this could be in relationships, this could be in your business, this could be just in yourself. The next need is the need for love and connection, which is, I believe, is the deepest need. That's to feel loved and connected within ourselves and the people around us as well, or it could be nature as well. The first 4, we meet 24/7, no matter what. Even if you have to tell yourself a story, even if you have to lie to yourself, you'll meet at least the first 4. The last 2 you don't have to meet, but when you do at high levels, you feel fulfilled. The next need is the need for growth. If you're not growing, you're dying. And think about like your relationships. If your relationship isn't growing, even if it's good, everything's good in it, but it's always like the same and stagnant, how do you feel? It's boring, right? And it's not going anywhere. It's actually slowly dying. So anything is growth. It could be in your business, it could be in your relationships. Everything is growth or it's dying. And then once we grow, we could fulfill the next need, which is a need for contribution. So we could give beyond ourselves. That could be teaching a class, that could be helping, helping your kids, your grandkids, helping your friends, somehow helping beyond ourselves. And that's where we feel fulfilled, when we feel growth and contribution. So we all meet again, at least the first 4 24/7, no matter what. But if you think about something that you love, just as an example, something that you love, think of something that you love right now. Okay. And when you think of it, you could go through the list and figure out what needs are you meeting by something you love. Does anybody want to volunteer and share what they love so we can go through the needs together and everybody could learn? So without even going through the last 2, out of the first 4, you already have, I think it was a 10 of certainty, I think it was a 9 of significance, and you said a 10 of love and connection, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so Linda's already meeting 3 of those needs at high levels, 8s, 9s, and 10s. That's why she loves what she does. Oh, she loves singing and dancing. We all meet at least the first 4 24/7, but people tend to value 2 above the rest. Okay, so some people value certainty and significance more. So I'll give you 30 seconds and you can think, or you can even write down what do you think are your top 2 needs, what you value the most, those top 2 out of the 6. I'll give you 30 seconds and I'll come back to that. Who feels comfortable sharing what they think their top 2 needs are?
I was just going to say love and connection and variety.
So love and connection first and variety second? Mm-hmm. Okay. And are you sure of that?
It was hard to choose.
Okay.
It was difficult to choose when you really start to think about it. I mean, initially, yeah, that's what I think. I don't know if that would change the more I kind of went through my head.
Okay, what were you going between? I don't think you were going between this and that.
Well, I was thinking about certainty and variety, which I chose. Growth would be nice, contribution. So really everything kind of was important to me. And as I said, it's difficult just to choose two. for me.
Okay, right. But you feel like loving connection first and then variety second.
Those were my initial ones.
Okay, but I'm hearing a little bit of in your voice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. There might be a reason for that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
But thanks for
Can I-
sharing.
Can I share?
Yes.
Um,
So who's
I-
talking? Who's talking?
Hasina.
Hasina, yes, please.
So I feel like growth and variety.
Growth and variety.
Yes.
In that order
So growth would be first and then the variety.
would be second. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Hasina, perfect. Who else? Just
Can I
start
go?
talking. Yes, who's talking?
Jenny.
Sorry?
Jenny.
Jenny, yes, go for it.
I think has to have some kind of significance to it because you have to need it. There's some significance and also some growth. So some kind of need to, improve in it or better at it, some kind of improvement, I guess.
So growth first and then significance first and then growth second, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really glad you said significance because I'm going to talk about that in a minute. That was Jenny. Awesome. Good. Who else?
Hi, Giovanni. It's Mish.
Mish.
And yes,
Yes.
hi there.
Hi
And
there.
my first one is certainty. I need to feel safe. And my next one is significance.
Next one is significance. Okay. And has it always been like that? For certainty first and significance second?
You mean my whole life?
Yeah.
I think so. Now that you mention it, yes, I think it has been.
Okay. Do you think that's natural? Do you think those are your actual top two needs?
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna keep on. We're gonna use you as an example for when I move forward because I don't think those are your top two needs, and I'll explain why. So
Okay.
thanks for sharing that. Okay, but if everybody can hear, and I want to use everybody as an example, just for all of us to learn. There's no judgment here. There was something in her voice that didn't sound like it was right, right? And Jen, you could hear it too. So even with ourselves, when we say it and we know something's not right, there we know it's not natural, and that's okay. Now we look into it. That's a conditioned response that Mish had. And again, Mish, we're just using it as an awesome example. So we'll
Yeah, that's fine.
definitely get that. Thank you. Anybody else? Oh, good.
When I hear everybody else's responses, I keep changing mine.
Okay.
This is Linda.
What do you think your top two are, Linda?
Variety and growth or love and connection.
Okay, so before I even talk, did you hear that? If did everybody hear that there? When she said growth, there was a certain feeling behind it. And when she said love and connection, there was another feeling. Growth sounded, I think you act out of growth. I know Linda, by the way. But there was a certain strain. There was a certain strain on the growth. So I don't know if that's right.
I think it's probably. I keep changing my mind, which is the top two.
Okay, and that's good. So we know that we're not clear on it, and that's what we could we could figure out in the next few minutes. And I think that was everybody. Or there's Haiti. Haiti, would you like to share what you think your top two needs are as well?
Can I share?
Yeah,
Sure.
sorry, I can see. Yeah, so that's me, Heidi. So my top needs, I would say certainty and love and connection.
Certainty and love and connection. Okay, in that order.
Yeah, in that order.
So certainty first.
Yeah, I feel like I need more certainty. Feel so
like you need some-
uncertain. Yeah, give me anxiety if I don't have certainty.
Makes you feel anxious. Yeah. Okay. A certainty of what?
I want to be assured. I want to be assured things will go well and not too many things unexpected.
Okay, so that makes sense. So you're saying certainty first and love and connection second.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Very good. Thank you. And I think Lewis wants to share his.
Yeah.
Lewis.
So like I think certainty comes first, and like variety.
Okay, so those are opposites. Certainty and variety are opposites.
Oh yeah, no, variety and contributions.
Okay, so variety first and then contribution second.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so variety first and contribution second. Okay, good. And Lasuda, did you share yours as well?
Not yet. So for me, certainty and growth.
Okay, in that order?
I think certainty, if I'm certain, then I'll be calm and probably I can progress further. So yeah, growth in that case.
So you're saying certainty first for yourself?
Yeah, yeah,
Are you sure?
yes.
Yes, okay, so certainty first and growth second. Okay, so thank you for everybody that finally effing participated. Thank you. It makes things a lot better. Okay, cool. So when I do this with clients, I first ask them, what do you think your top 2 needs are? And they share just like you did. But what I found over and over again is most people, the needs they think are their top 2 needs aren't always, or are usually not their top 2 needs. For example, some people say certainty in their top 2 needs. And it might actually be certainty. It might be. Or it might actually be variety. You like different change, different like novelty. But there was a point in your life where you said, no, I have to be certain. I have to be secure. Like you got scared somewhere and then you say, I got to be certain. I got to be secure. I got to start coloring in between the lines. I have to start doing everything by the rules. So that might be you. If you say certainty, it might be certainty, or it might be a conditioned pattern just to get it because you were scared at one time. Your other top 2, you might actually have variety in your top 2. Okay. And then there was when people say significance, and it was Misha that said significance in her top 2. I've never met somebody whose significance was actually in their top 2. And I'll show, and this is the most common pattern in the world amongst humans that I found. People try to be significant. They try to be special, needed, wanted, because what they really want is loving connection. What they really want is loving connection, because our biggest fear is that we're not enough and we won't be loved. So if we're just, if we're smart enough, if we're, good looking enough, funny enough, we coach the best, whatever it is, we're significant somehow, then we think people will come around us and people will love us. And that's the game so many people play everywhere in life. And sometimes we think of it as, people with their flashy cars or their this or that, but there's actually many ways that people do this. And the majority of the world does this. And that's why the majority of the world, I believe, is unhappy, unfulfilled, and they don't feel self-love because they're valuing significance over loving connection. So when you see people who are trying to be like really significant, whatever way they do it, it's because they're dying for loving connection. And they're probably trying to get it either from the outside world or from themselves, but they're always doing it in the backdoor way of trying to be significant in order to kind of like earn loving connection.